더 이상도 빨리 갈 수 없어요. 뭔가 마음은 너무 앞서가는데 빨리 갈 수 없을 때 이런 표현을 사용할 수 있습니다. Going home for a few days and I can't get there fast enough. Now, for those of you guys who are scratching your head thinking who in the world is Chris Daughtry, he was one of the 4 finalists for season 5 of American Idol back in 2006. And actually one of his cover of Lady Gaga's songs got 26 million hits on YouTube. So it was crazy. His popularity is rising by the minute, quite literally. So let's see, what would you like to tweet back? Get on plane and you can get there fast. 비행기를 타면 더 빨리 가실 수 있어요. Are you trying to be funny? I think this is kind of funny. Now, get on plane it's not that it's wrong, but if you want to go on a plane, you take a plane, right? To get from A to B, you take a plane. So, I think this is a better recommendation. Take a plane, and you can get there fast. 더 빨리 갈 수 있어요잖아요. So, you want to use faster. It's comparative, faster. One last thing. There, this is they, 저기, 저 사람들 또는 저 사람들의 물건 이렇게 뭔가 subject가 있을 때 그걸 보고 there라고 하는데요. The word you want to use here is not this kind of there, but there, over there. So altogether you could say, take a plane and you can get there faster. Now I know it's confusing to use the word there. Now, one way I remember is the word there with the I has I in it. In order for me to be part of this, an I needs to be part of they. So that's how I remember this day. There has I in it. And this there is just the other there, where you refer to the location. So one more time. Take a plane and you can get there faster. So there's always little quirks and tricks to remember words. I think familiarity and context helps you remember things better. There's actually a lot of books in the States where you use vocabulary and cartoon together to help you remember. So try to apply it to the words you know, apply it to context, you know. For example, the there and the there. There's 2 kinds of there. Anyway, there's always what I would like to tweet back to celebrities as well, and this is what I would like to write to Mr. Daughtry. That's how I feel at the end of each day. Can't get back home fast enough. 매일매일 일이 끝나면 이런 생각을 하곤 해요. 저도 그렇게 똑같이 느껴요. Can't get back home fast enough. 집에 가고 싶은 마음이 너무 앞서서 빨리 갈 수가 없어요. 제가 원하는 만큼 빨리 갈 수가 없어요. 이런 뜻으로 트윗을 한번 써봤습니다. Now, I feel like this almost every day, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do so at the end of hard day's work as well. So one more time, repeat after me. You can utilize this too. That's how I feel at the end of each day. Can't get back home fast enough. Now, I think it's really important that you highlight different contexts and different texts and phrases so you can make it entirely yours. So you can tweet it yourself as well. That's why we're here, and that's why we talk about all kinds of different topics. So today we talked about promises, and changing plans. 약속이라는 단어는 흔히 promise라고 저희는 많이 알죠? 하지만 plan이라는 단어를 더 많이 사용한다는 거 오늘 접해봤어요. Remember that there's 2 words. Promise is the first word that comes to your mind, but when you make a plan with somebody and when you want to change plans, you rarely, almost never refer to as a promise. It is a type of a promise, but we refer to as a plan more often. Remember that. On that note, let's go over a couple of the expressions, actually the key expression we went over today. 이번 주말에 만나는 것은 어떠세요? Do you remember how we discussed this? 이번 주말에 만나는 것은 어떠세요? How about if we meet up over the weekend? How about if we meet up over the weekend? When you change plans and when you want to make a new suggestion, you can, of course, always start out a sentence with 어떠세요? How about? And we said 만나다 is to meet up. So altogether we could say, how about if we meet up over the weekend? And of course we can apply it to another context as well. This was a tricky one. 김 교수와 만나서 상의해보는 것은 어떠세요? 자, 김 교수님과 상의하다 was to discuss or have a discussion with Professor Kim. So how about meeting up with Professor Kim to discuss the matter. So there are many ways to apply these contexts, but the easiest way is to start from the end of the sentence. Flip the sentence around usually, and you'll be able to create a more smooth English sentence. So on that note, we're ready to say goodbye. I say adieu, and you visit our website. This is where all our past episodes are. You can, of course, watch it over and over again until your heart's content. Of course, the website is evse.co.kr. This is where you can also leave us feedback, so make sure to leave us some nice comments. I like to hear what you would like to see improved on the show. On that note, I'll see you all next time. Practice, and bye!